All right, this video is to show how to fix a flat tire on a jogging stroller. In this case, we have a Bob double wide jogger that keeps getting flat tires in the back. So I'm just going through and replacing the inner tubes on all the tires all the way around. And today I'm just going to show really quickly how to do that. So as far as tools needed, you'll either need some flathead screwdrivers or one or two of these bicycle tire removal tools. Not required, but they can be a little bit helpful. So first thing to do is make sure that the tire is all the way flat. In this case it is. If not, you can press the air release valve inside the valve stem there and let any remaining air out of the tire. Once that's done, you use the tire removal tool to basically start prying the lip of the tire up over the edge of the rim. And if your jogger has aluminum wheels, you might want to use some plastic tools so that you don't put any dents or scratches into the rim itself. In this case on the Bob, they're just plastic wheels. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to use the metal tools. And it's a little bit more difficult if it's colder where you're working, unfortunately. A little chilly today, so the rubber is a little bit more stiff. Now it is easier if you use some additional pry tools. In my case, I'm just going to use a couple flathead screwdrivers just to get a big enough of a section of the tire over the rim so that it starts working pretty easily on its own there. There we go. So now there's enough off that you should be able to just go ahead and pull it off with your hands. You can also sometimes use that removal tool to just kind of run it along the rim itself and get the tire off that way. In this case though, these are pretty stiff and it's a little cold, like I was saying. Okay, once you got the tire completely separated from the rim on that one side, you can go ahead and peel out the old inner tube. To the valve stem section there, and there's your old tube out. And installing the new tube should just be the reverse of that process. So brand new tube here, to get the valve stem through first, and then just wrap the tube around the rim itself on the inside. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Then once the tube's in there, you just reseat the tire itself, stretching the outside lip of the tire here, or inside lip of the tire here, around the edge of the rim itself, which you can usually just do pretty easily by hand once you're at this point. Making sure the tube's inside and there are no obvious pinch spots you see where it's sticking out or anything like that. There we go. Now tire's back on, new tube is inside. Okay, for inflating these, it usually tells you on the tire and the rim itself what the max recommended pressure is. See on this one it says max pressure 30 psi here, and on the tire it says 30 psi here. So that's max recommended, but you want to go a little bit lower if you want the ride to be not super firm. So we use the stroller on like gravel and dirt trails quite a bit, and we don't actually like it inflated all the way up so that the ride is just a little bit more smoother for everybody. So I'm going to do something like 27 psi. Okay. Then the new valve stem cap goes on and you're good. Actually, one little thing here. The valve stem doesn't actually look like it's in the right spot. It's supposed to be. It should. There you go. Just wasn't through the rim all the way. So you might need to watch that. And that'll just make sure that the tube is positioned the way it's supposed to be inside. Put new cap on and you're done. So thanks for watching. Hope it helps. I will drop some links in the description below if you need to find some tubes off of Amazon or find some of the bicycle tire removal tools if that makes the job any easier for you. I'll drop those links below. Thanks.